Oh, okay. Didn't see you there. What's up? Say, you know that OZZY Black Sabbath show? That Back to the Beginning thing that's supposed to be like OZZY's final show? And like the tickets for it sold out really quickly, and most people saw it on a live stream. Yeah. And had all those really crazy crossovers and like super groups and all the other bands covering Black Sabbath songs. Yeah. Hear about that? Yeah. Well, I have something to confess. I wish I had a better way to tell you this. I was there! That's right. Way back in February, my pops was able to get us tickets off of Metallica's pre-sale, and then a few months passed, bada bim, bada boom, bada bow, I'm at Back to the Beginning, OZZY's final show. So how was it? Well, I'll tell you.
But he will. He must. We've come such a long way.
Hey! Shut up!
I'm probably nervous, because peppers, what is this?
Fragrance from Moon from Calvin Klein.
Now, of course, this show was in Birmingham, so I had to take a trip to England to go see this show. This was my first international concert, actually, and we stayed in London rather than Birmingham, which, to be fair, was probably a good thing. Because of this, though, we had to take a couple-hour bus ride to the show. The process of getting to the show was fine, but leaving, oh boy, was that another story. The buses were really poorly organized for the way out. There was traffic, and then you had to add us needing to take an Uber back to the hotel. It took us a total of 5 hours to get back to the hotel. 5 hours! It was a pain in the ass, let me tell you, but it could have been worse, and don't worry, it didn't ruin anything for me. As for the venue, Villa Park itself, getting in there was fine, and there isn't too much for me to say on it. It seems like a nice enough soccer stadium. Of course, the bathroom and the food lines were rather long, though, so if you're ever going there for a show, I suggest you bring your own snacks and go to the bathroom before you leave for the venue. As is often the case with these kinds of venues, from where we sat, things were pretty small, so you had to be watching on the side screens for a lot of it. This did make it hard to tell what was going on sometimes when something was not being shown on screen, but that's just how things go with stadiums, really, so I'm just not going to harp on it too much. One interesting little tidbit I'd like to point out were these seats over here. Even though the show sold out, there were a ton of seats over here which were empty for nearly the whole show. Even later on in the night, the seats were empty. Did a whole bunch of people just straight up forget to go? Maybe they watched from somewhere else in the venue? I really don't know.
That Canadian content!
It's like
As for the merch, what you see here on this Reddit post is what you get. This shirt right here is the one that we got most of. We got like 5 of them. This way we could give them to various friends and stuff. This one, I don't know if we got one of. It does look really cool, though. This one, I think we got a couple of as well. Not sure what's going on with his eyes and his mouth there. And I think that's the back of it. I'm not sure if we got this one. I think we might have gotten that on a bag. We didn't get a hoodie. Didn't get this one. Does look cool, though. And we didn't get this one. Overall, pretty nice merch, I'd say. I'm pretty sure this was everything that was on offer, if I remember correctly.
We're all here to help our good friend Chef, who has touched our lives in the past. I remember when I was just starting out, Chef suggested I buy a pompadour hat. I thought he said, bite the hair from back. So I did, and the rest, oh, is just history. Now let's go crazy!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Ozzy Osbourne bit Kenny's head off! You bastard!
Ozzy killed Kenny.
Chuck, have you ever seen with your own eyes the fountain of youth?
This is the tale. Hey, this is the tale. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Alright, now we're getting into the meat of things. As for most of the stage setup, it was pretty standard. Nothing really spectacular about it, but nothing lame about it either. Of course, on either side of the stage you had the two big screens as well as the screen in the middle. Some bands like Metallica used the screen for little screen films. A lot of times though, it would either just display the band performing's logo or more footage of them performing, like on the side screens. Then there was this banner with the Back to the Beginning logo on it. This was one of the more interesting parts. You see, this banner was used as a sort of wall between the two stage setups that would alternate on a rotating stage. This way, while one band was performing, the other band could have their equipment set up. This allowed things to move really smoothly between sets. The wait times were not long at all. They really did a good job with that, like I gotta say. As for other things, sometimes between the sets, the screens would show various little clips and videos, some of which were those funny little meme clips you've already been seeing in between the sections of this video. As for other things, though, there was this weird one they did of Jack Black, yes, Jack Black, performing Mr. Crowley with some kids on the instruments. Guess they were trying to go for some School of Rock vibes. When there weren't videos to show, there'd just be the Back to the Beginning logo on a looping flame background. A few times they'd flash some Ozzy quotes and such, but not much else. There was, however, this one little fuck-up that occurred towards the beginning. There was supposed to be this video across all three screens, sort of showing you around Birmingham back in the day with Black Sabbath's title track playing, but during this, one of the screens randomly stopped and restarted with the song restarting as well. Needless to say, this did leave me with a bad taste in my mouth and had me worried that things to come wouldn't be good. Thankfully, that wasn't the case, though.
Yeah. When are these from? Oh, AI. It looks a little too good to be AI, but... Oh! I think I've seen this one before.
So the acts in order of appearance were Mastodon, Rival Sons, Anthrax, Hailstorm, Lamb of God, Supergroup A, Alice in Chains, Gojira, Supergroup B, Pantera, Tool, Slayer, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, then OZZY, and then Sabbath. Today I'm just going to go over the ones and moments I found most notable and enjoyable. Because to be honest, if we covered everyone here, we would be here all day. Let's start with Mastodon. Now they are a band that my friends said they really wanted me to see. And I can see why, because they were pretty damn hype. I suppose they're sort of like a doom metal type group. I apologize if I'm misgenreing them. Their guitarists had some pretty cool dueling solos, and their bassist and lead singer looks pretty cool. They also had some nice visuals going on in the middle screen. They also, of course, did a Sabbath cover. In their case, they did Supernaut, and it was pretty damn cool. They even brought out a couple of extra percussionists to help do the drum and percussion solo section from the original. One thing I'd like to comment on is the fact that they even had bands do Sabbath covers to begin with. I understand why. Members of Sabbath are getting old, and it's probably a lot more difficult for them now to do a lengthier set, but still, it did at times feel like they were taking away potential options from Sabbath a lot of the times. In fact, for a lot of the show, I was scared that someone else was going to do War Pigs, my favorite song of Sabbath's, but thankfully Sabbath did it. Jumping ahead to the first supergroup, the real highlight of their set was this absolutely insane version of Changes, which adds a lot more instruments to the song, including a guitar solo. Very cool arrangement of the song indeed. I like how it really builds up to the climax in this version. Then there's Alice in Chains, one of the bands I was very excited to see, and they did not disappoint. They did their two biggest hits, Man in the Box and Wood, and they were great. The singer, while not exactly Lane Staley, is still very good, and Jerry Cantrell is as cool as ever. He looked really cool at this show with the sunglasses and the black jacket. As for the Sabbath cover they did, they chose to do Fairies Wear Boots. Now, I was surprised by this choice actually, as I was expecting them to do Sweet Leaf because I recall stumbling upon an early recording of Alice in Chains where they covered the song. But of course, Sweet Leaf was done by the first supergroup, so here they chose Fairies Wear Boots. Alice in Chains did a very good and fun cover of Fairies Wear Boots, but I wish their set was a bit longer though. I would have liked to have seen them do Them Bones. Then we got Gojira, who I'm not very familiar with, but from this show I can say they're pretty cool. Their frontman did some really cool complex avant-garde guitar solos with this interesting, almost synthy sound to them. They even brought out an opera singer for one of the songs, which was pretty cool. They ended their set with a cover of Under the Sun, although interestingly they skipped the last verse and just went straight to the coda after the Every Day Just Comes and Goes bridge. Now we've got the second supergroup, and man, were they really cool. They started off with a version of Symptom of the Universe centered around a dueling drum solo between Travis Barker, Chad Smith, and Danny Carey. Off to a very good start, I'd say. They then on the next set have KK Downing from Judas Priest on guitar and Billy Corgan, of all people, come in to do Breaking the Law and Snowblind. Instrumentally, Snowblind was very good, but vocally it was interesting, I guess. I don't really know if Billy Corgan's voice was a good match for the song, as I feel he wasn't quite able to put in the emotion that the song demands. I wasn't really surprised though, as I've heard a lot of people say he doesn't have the best voice. I'd have to hear more of his own stuff from the Smashing Pumpkins to really fairly be the judge of that though. Getting back to the instrumental aspect though, Tom Morello did an absolutely awesome Jimi Hendrix Teeth guitar solo for the middle solo. Definitely a sight to behold. As for the ending solo, that was done by KK Downing. It was a more standard but still awesome solo. It included some good use of the tremolo bar. Now, let's get to the really cool part of the second supergroup. Ronnie Wood showed up. Yes, that's right. Ronnie was there, along with Steven Tyler. And they did a superb version of Train Kept a Rollin' and even Whole Lotta Love. When they started doing Whole Lotta Love, I half expected Jimmy Page to show up, but unfortunately he didn't.
Someone get Jimmy Page!
Now, there's one song at this show that was actually done twice, not counting Jack Black's video performance of Mr. Crowley. It was Electric Funeral. First, it was done by Rival Sons, and then later it was done by Pantera. If I had to pick the version I liked more, I'd probably say Pantera because Zakk Wylde was on it. I don't know, both were very good, of course. I mean, it's Electric Funeral. How could you go wrong? Tool were pretty great. They did really good performances of 46 and 2 and Enema, as well as a cover of Hand of Doom. I'd say Hand of Doom is a song that fits their style pretty well. I need to get more into Tool. They seem pretty up my alley. I'd also definitely love to see a full show of theirs. Slayer was an absolute party. It was insane. There was a huge mosh pit that apparently MC Jason Momoa jumped into. I think their set actually went a little longer than it was supposed to. Perhaps because the crowd was so into it they decided to play more than what was originally planned. For the Sabbath cover, they did Wicked World in a medley with another song of theirs. Guns N' Roses made some really weird choices of songs to cover. Now, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath made sense, and they did a pretty damn good job with it. But the other songs? One from Technical Ecstasy, one that Ozzy doesn't even sing, and then two from Never Say Die. Of all albums, they chose Never Say Die to do covers from. Kinda weird, but okay. As for their originals, they surprisingly didn't do Sweet Child of Mine, and instead just did Welcome to the Jungle in Paradise City. Alright, Metallica. They opened their set with a cover of Hole in the Sky, an awesome song I was not expecting to be present here. In fact, I was expecting Metallica to do Sabracadabra, as they covered it on one of their albums. As for their other songs, they made some very good choices. Creeping Death, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Battery, and Master of Puppets. Hell yeah. Metallica brought a ton of great energy, and I'm very glad I got to see them. They are one hell of a band in a live setting. They really know how to get the crowd singing along and rocking out. Definitely another group I'd love to see a more full show from. So, we've made it. The Ozzy solo set. Ozzy came out on his chair to the sounds of Carmina Burana, and the show started out with I Don't Know from Blizzard of Oz. Immediately as Ozzy started performing, I was shocked. He was able to sing all the songs himself. Ozzy at one point had actually said he'd only be doing bits and pieces of the songs, but nope, it was all him. And despite the fact that he is now wheelchair bound, he still has got the energy and charisma to really make a show come alive. It was amazing. The songs he did were the aforementioned I Don't Know, Then Mr. Crowley, which featured great soloing from Zakk Wylde. Feels weird that this is my second time seeing him. Then they did Suicide Solution. And Mama, I'm Coming Home, which felt really emotional. And of course, Crazy Train. Needless to say, this got me even more hyped for what OZZY with Black Sabbath would bring to the table, and they too did not disappoint.
So these advertising terms, OZZY secret corner scheme. Plug the fucking thing in! This satanic band. We had a lot of people that didn't like it. Fuck off! The boys are arriving. Bye, Terry.
California Jam!
Drinking booze, smoking dope, getting chicks. Be dead. We all should be fucking dead. We were fucking nuts. But there ain't nobody plays it like the four of us.
Yeah! Oh boy! Back to the beginning, baby!
The rain starts off everything. Then the sirens come in. Red lights shine across the whole stage. Red light everywhere. Signal of war. War to come. For the war pigs are coming. And the only people who can stop them are the original lineup of Black Sabbath.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds and plot destruction, sorcerer of destruction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, whoa!
The sheer euphoria I felt as Ozzy and the crowd all sang out "Generals Gathered in Their Masses" is something I will never forget and will forever feel grateful for getting to feel. Needless to say, but War Pigs was amazing. It was like a dream, seeing the 4 original members of Black Sabbath, the 4 original guys playing this amazing song of theirs. The more I thought deeply about it, the happier it made me. And it kept on going. NIB was next. everyone was singing along to the "Oh Yeahs" and the bridge or chorus, whatever you want to call it. Iron Man. People were in fucking tears as the music shot us into the great magnetic field. And finally, it all ends with Paranoid. One final burst of energy. It is with this that I would like to give my conclusion on this show as a whole.
It was absolutely superb, one of the best shows of my life. The trip was worth it. Sure, Sabbath's set was short, and their age did show somewhat in the performances of the songs, but they were more than good enough. They are Black Sabbath, after all, and the other acts were great too. I really enjoyed being exposed to both music I'm familiar and unfamiliar with at this show, and overall, it will truly live in my head as one of my greatest rock and roll memories. If an opportunity like this arises for me in the future, then I'm sure to take it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and enjoy the final moments. Long live Ozzy Osbourne, long live Black Sabbath, long live rock and roll.
Wait, I want to see if something happens. It's over. Ozzy's live career has come to a triumphant end. I had a great time. I mean, just wonderful, once in a lifetime opportunity. Birmingham forever. Yeah, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right.
Сука, блядь!
Stack of cups of